So episode 2 of RWBY has come out, and I felt like, listen to the comments of the first episode. I felt like I was a bit unfair with the first episode because I thought this was gonna be like, a bi-monthly thing that they're just gonna release an episode at a time. But to know that they're actually doing this once a week, I'm not gonna lie, with the animation, the voice acting, they're getting all this done, weekly. I've got to admit that is impressive. Like I've got to give them that as well. I never mentioned as well the opening in the first episode was fucking amazing. I just want to get out of the way. But this episode was mainly comedy. We got introduced to the other RWBY girls as well. We got introduced to White and Black. I believe their names are Aries, and who is White, and Yang, who is Black. And we did see, a little bit of comedy as well. I actually did find that it was pretty cool that they managed to do RWBY, and she had like this little chibi scene when they finally entered the academy, and she was like going all crazy over people's weapons. She's like, "Oh, I still like my crescent rose, but I really love weapons." And Yellow like fucks off and saying, "Yo, I'm gonna be busy, like I'm gonna be with my friends," and she bumps into White. And she's like, all this pretty like posh like sort of girl, and she has like all those energies with her. And what happens is she like spills it all over Ruby, and she sneezes. It causes like elementals to go everywhere. And turns out, her family's like, one of the main like families that does that sort of business. But how that she's been known, like her family's been known doing, a little bit of shady shit from like side to side. With like laboring and stuff, like not treating the laborers right and all that, and tax dodging and what have you. And also as well, I believe the guy, John or something, I believe that I forgot how you pronounce his name, Juan or something, he came there and actually defended her as well, which was like the blonde-haired guy who was throwing up in the first episode. And he seems pretty cool, like he seems like the traditional, oh, I'm weak, I can't really do anything, but he's going to grow up to be a lot more of a badass, and he's like got a shield that like kind of goes into his arm, that's pretty cool, and a sword. And it is like, this was a more comedy episode. Like the first episode obviously was getting you straight into combat, so I imagine they just like made this one a lot shorter of an episode because it was just comedy and getting you introduced to all the guys. I was actually surprised because I thought they were going to do a lot from what they did in the trailers. They're going to have to go with that. Maybe they still might go with those backgrounds, but because I really was interested in Weiss' trailer a lot. That was like my favorite of all the trailers. So maybe if they do some stuff like that, I will really like that. But overall, I enjoyed this episode. I'm looking forward to seeing this every Thursday. Like I said, I'll be sending the links as well at the bottom. But hopefully they're like, I know they did like Red versus Blue. They did like a distribution, like a DVD. I wouldn't mind picking up like if they do a third season of like RWBY or something on a DVD. I really wouldn't mind picking it up. But that's all from me, everyone. So thank you very much for watching. As always, remember, Straight Life Panda, sign out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.